A couple weeks ago, I went on a cruise solo. No friends, no family, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it, but I ended up having a really, really good time. So I decided I'm gonna do it again, but this time I'm gonna do it a little bit better. Instead of a 4-day cruise, I'm doing a 7-day cruise, and instead of staying in that cramped interior room with no window, this time I booked a balcony to get a little bit of, daylight and fresh air. But the best part about all of this is this 7-day cruise only costs $448 for the entire week. That's $64 a day for all of my food, for all of my entertainment, for going to tropical islands, for having this beautiful room, and guys, a balcony. And you know what they say, if it seems too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true. So I don't know if it's the food, if it's the service, but there's gotta be some reason that this ship is so cheap, and I'm going to find out why. So here we go. This is my 7-day cruise on the MSC Seashore. I got on the boat kind of late, so we are already sailing away. I could watch it from my balcony, but I figure it's gonna have a good sail away party up on deck. So let's go to deck 15, 16, 17, whatever the top deck is, wherever the pools are.
18, car C.
I think these elevators are to make it so they come a lot faster. They're priority elevators, but I have been waiting a long time at this one so far. I might just take the stairs. Okay, I think I found the party. I hear music and I see people. So, oh yeah, there it is. The MSC Sail Away Party. All right, the sail away party honestly looks pretty cool. I'm not a big sail away party kind of guy, but I figured I should at least go see what the vibe is. I'm starting now, as I'm walking around the ship, I'm starting to see some of the things that make me kind of understand why it costs as cheap as it does. The first one being this: entire portions of the top deck that have been committed to construction. I've never ever in my life seen a working cruise ship so okay with just having construction. There's two ways to look at it though. One is, oh man, my cruise ship is under construction, that sucks. Or, hey, my cruise ship is under construction, they're upgrading it, maybe by the end of the week I'm gonna have new things to do, and potentially a fully functioning water slide. That's kind of what I think they're working on here. Okay, I've headed down from the pool deck and I'm starving. It says that dinner starts at 6, but it's 5:30 and I see people eating in here, so I'm assuming there must be food, just not dinner food. Maybe it's just like snacks. All right, my official first piece of pizza and my first just food on the ship. It doesn't look great, but it smells really good. So here we go. This is actually so good. If you've ever cruised Royal Caribbean, you know they have this pizza place on the promenade called Sorrento's. People rave about Sorrento's. People love Sorrento's. It's like their favorite pizza in the world. This destroys Sorrento's. This is easily twice as good. I haven't eaten all day. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe I'm just starving. But the crust, this is the magic of this pizza right now. The crust is so good. Not that I'm a pizza expert or anything, but I've had my fair share of pizza parties in my life. All right, I'm entering into a food coma, so I'm gonna lay down. It's a pretty small jacuzzi. I feel like everybody's toes are probably touching in there. I don't like it. Guys, I goofed. It's the next day. I went to bed and I had the best sleep of my life. So I'm very excited to go outside and see our first port of call. It's MSC's private island. It probably has a name. I don't know what it's called. So we're just gonna call it MSC's private island. So let's go to the beach. Let's see what there is. I'm just gonna wander and take you with me and show you as much as I can in the time that I have out here. So let's go. All right, I think my number one goal is just to get to the closest beach, which right as I was walking out, there was this really kind of cool looking lighthouse thing, and the water's really blue, and shoot, I'm already here. That's crazy. There's the ship, there's the beach. So you barely have to walk at all. It's honestly so pretty out here. Forgot my sunglasses. So, lots of squinting in my future. They say people with blue eyes, the sun is brighter for them. And I believe it. I really believe it. Okay, that was beach number 1. I don't know what it's called, but if you walk out of the ship and you go directly to your left, beach number 1. I also found out this is not called MSC's private island. It's called Ocean Cay. So MSC's Ocean Cay. I tried so hard to get service to work so I could do some research and find out where the next beach was, but I see a beach that way. So I'm just gonna start walking and we'll see how beach number 2 is. Honestly, beach number 1, killer. Like, I wouldn't need to see anything else. This is perfect, but let's find out if there's anything better out there. Beach number 2 is this way. I don't know if I can actually go there yet. It looks kind of gated off, kind of ish. Can't know until you find out. So let's take a walk. If you want a bit of privacy, this is absolutely the spot that you should come out to. It's not like your typical beach with sand and all that. It's rocks. There's just a few people out in the distance over there. If you flip yourself around from beach 2 and walk down this path just a little bit, you're gonna find what I'm gonna call beach number 3. And you can see it's still really not far from the ship. Everything on this island feels pretty close. Now, way down this way is a bridge that looks like it leads to a very nice part of the island. I'm guessing that this is the yacht club. From what I know about MSC, that is like the way to cruise MSC. If you want to have access to everything, you want to be a part of the yacht club. So I'm gonna walk that way. We're gonna go across the bridge, see how far we can get into it, see what we can see, and see if it's worth the money. Okay, I made it, guys. It's more of a trek than it looks. Everything looks closer than it really is. And I gotta say, as nice as it is, it really has a similar feel to the rest of the island. It's essentially beach chairs, beaches, bars, with little restaurants on the side that you can order stuff from. But it looks like it's not exclusive. It looks like the exclusive stuff is these things, like these cabanas. Those are exclusive. But as far as like chairs go, you just grab them. As far as bars go, you just go to the bar and you grab your drink. So wherever you decide to go on the island, I feel like you can't go wrong. All right, guys, it's my favorite time of the cruise. It's dinner time. I'm going to main dining, and on my last video when I went to the main dining room, I was wearing a hat and I was told that I was very rude and insensitive to the chef. I don't want to do that again. I don't want to hurt his feelings. So the hat's off. I even put on a collared shirt to take it up to the next level. The main dining room is a nicer restaurant, so you know a collared shirt makes a lot of sense. So anyway, I'm really excited. I'm really hungry. I'm starved, actually. I haven't really eaten much all day. So let's go to the main dining room. It's on deck 5. This whole restaurant is menuless, which I totally get. I know a lot of restaurants are doing this nowadays. It's very modern, but I like the concept of coming into a fancy restaurant and it's a really nice menu and it's like leather bound. When I went on a cruise when I was a kid, I was like 9 years old when I went on my first cruise. When I think back to all the memories of the ships, I don't really think too much about like going down the water slides. I don't think too much about the ship itself. I think about dinner and I think about like how dinner felt. I don't even think about the foods. I just think about the experience. And so the menu, feeling the menu, looking through it is like, oh, it's the one thing I want when I go to a cruise ship dining room. All right, my first 2 starters, they don't look very good, but let's hope that they taste delicious. This is an artichoke and something dip. And you know what? They taste good, and the chips are warm, and would I order it again? Maybe not. All right, moving on to the French onion soup. This is something, oh my God, just, all right, it's hot. This is something that I never, ever have ordered in real life before. This is what fancy people eat. Okay, I don't love it. I've had a lot of French onion soup in like Royal Caribbean dining rooms. These are very different flavors. I must say though, it's still good. It's still good. It's just not hitting the spot like I was hoping that it would. I give it a 6.5. The steak is here. Let's find out how it is. All right, first test, I asked for medium rare. Is it medium rare? You know, I honestly don't know what medium rare is because every time I order medium rare, I feel like it's always a different color. It is so chewy. Oh, you know what? I just cut through the other side of the steak. The other side of the steak is very much medium rare. Look, that's perfect. That's great. The other side of the steak is freaking delicious. I give the whole dinner a straight 7. Very, 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 very passable. And I can't wait for tomorrow. We're in Cozumel, Mexico, and this is way cooler than just any Cozumel, Mexico, because Jaden's ship, Star of the Seas, is at the port that's just on the other little part of the island. So she's taking a taxi right now to come to my side, and then we're going to a place called Hotel B. I've never been before, but Jaden says it's really cool, and that a lot of the cast used to go there all the time, and that's all I know. So I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go now. Let's go.
Okay guys, I am off to see Brian. I'm so excited. I can't believe it's worked out like this. Here's Star right behind me. There's some carnival ship right there. And then all the way in the distance is Brian's ship. So we've got a bit of a journey, but I'm excited. So bizarre how this worked out. We just happened to be docking together in Cozumel, and right when I found out that it was gonna work out this way, I was like, we need to go to Hotel B. It's not a crew member hotspot. Like, you wouldn't come here and find a bunch of crew members, but amongst like the cast and amongst several crew, it's known to be like a really nice place. Okay, we got 2 juices. This one tastes like strawberry banana. And this one tastes like orange, pineapple, ginger. Yeah, we don't remember what's in that, but they're really good.
We are going into the ocean. It's too blue. It's too nice not to do it.
I'm gonna try to get Brian to do a dive.
I can't dive.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I truly can't.
I couldn't dive before Aqua, but
of course you
I had
could.
to figure it out.
You're an athlete. I played the clarinet for 20 years, guys, and I'm still playing it secretly. I just haven't been showing anybody.
Maybe we should set your phone up right there. So
No. Heck no. Jaden just, like 6 months ago, didn't know how to open up her eyes under the water. She couldn't dive. Some say she could barely tread water. But now she's a pro, and she's gonna show us how to dive into the Caribbean Sea. All right, here she goes, ladies and gentlemen.
Our ships.
Oh, yeah, there I am.
I'm just
There we are.
stalling. I'm really stalling. Look, a bird. I'm scared of a shark.
Jaden took me out to teach me how to dive, and it was the worst. I've never tried to dive in my life, but she's so good at it, and she like truly just learned how to do it 6 months ago. I'm so impressed. While we were up there, a bunch of fish started jumping out of the water right before one of my glorious dives. It looked like this. It was really cool. We thought maybe they did it because sharks were coming to eat them or something, but I don't know, whatever. And here's my very first dive into the water. Oh, so bad. Just terrible. Okay, there you are.
Thank you.
This is for you, guys.
Oh, that's great. It's really cool here because you pay this like first cover charge. I think it was like $45 per person. All of that goes behind the bar. So it goes towards drinks, it goes towards food. So say like, I think this was like 200 pesos. So that just comes off of the 1800 originally, and you have all of that to spend. And then if you go over, you just pay that at the end. But it's all so cheap. Like, it's crazy how much we've already gotten, and we still have so much credit.
We've been trying to spend all the money that we paid to get in here, and we're still
have credit.
Still have credit. So we got more tacos, more drinks, and there's more after this. We're kind of running out of time though, and it's starting to rain. Where the ships are over there. Just a little bit more time, and then I gotta say goodbye to Jaden again.
Just for a day.
Why did we choose this life? For you to live on a ship and me to not live on a ship?
It's the worst.
It's the worst. I tried really hard to work on Star of the Seas, and I just didn't get the job, so.
Is this spicy, do you think?
Probably.
Oh, God.
All right, one last meal, and then we gotta go. Our ship's leaving like less than an hour, so we gotta get back. And my phone's at 2%, so this is the last video from Mexico. We're going back on the ship. All right, back on board, and my God, did I get burnt. Holy Toledo. I'm gonna go out for some entertainment on the ship tonight. 2 people that I've recently reconnected with are on the ship right here. We worked together forever ago at Celebrity, and they've continued to work on ships for almost like close to 20 years. So I'm going to their show tonight, and come with me. This is exciting. I can't believe that I've spent like so much of this ship, so much of this cruise with not seeing any of the shows yet. So let's do it now. I hope they have aloe vera. So as I'm editing this video, I realized I filmed everything, but I kind of forgot to talk about everything. So I'm talking about it after the fact. This was like the one part of the ship that had a style, very much like Moulin Rouge, French, cool cabaret vibes. And yeah, I'd never been to a cabaret before. It was just essentially tons and tons of different performers. So you had like a live band, you had singers, you had a violinist, you had acrobats, you had a host that was like coming in and out and kind of introducing and kind of being like a comedian, just keeping the vibes up throughout the night. I wouldn't call like the night a home run, but for what it was cool. And I was told that every single night in there, it's a totally different show. So pretty cool concept overall. I like it. And I just like that it was different from the rest of the ship. So let's start with the entrance. There's a few things that are different about this ship than a Royal Caribbean ship. One is if you want to use like the air conditioner in the room or lights or anything with electricity, you have to put your key card into this. And I've tried it with other cards. It does not work. Only card that works is your actual key card. Okay, let's check out the bathroom. The bathrooms on MSC, they work. They are good. They are functional, but now that I've been on Star of the Seas, like Royal Caribbean's newest ship, Royal has done it so well. It's hard to go into any other cruise ship bathroom and feel like it can even compare. And it mostly comes down to the shower. This shower, as nice as it is pretty nice. Just the amount of space in here just is lacking a tiny bit. And I'm not a big person, so the fact that I'm at like I'm pretty much like 5'9". At 5'9", feeling like, ooh, I wish this was a little bit bigger. I can't even imagine how anybody taller or wider than me feels. So a little bit uncomfortable. And just a couple more things to mention. Really nice like magnified mirror, I guess, if you're doing your makeup. Storage right here for stuff, and electricity for razors and stuff like that. So overall, very good bathroom. And I'm looking at all of this through the eyes of, this is a really affordable cruise. It should have worse stuff. So I'm really impressed by just the quality of everything in the room. Let's talk about the beds really quick. And I say beds because if you know anything about cruise ships, anytime you've got a big bed like this, like a queen size bed, it's not actually a queen size bed. It's 2 beds that they push together. So if you're to lay in this bed in the center, it is clearly, you're in the crack of 2 beds. They push them together really close, so you can't really tell, but I've woken up already twice this cruise. I've rolled somehow into the middle of the bed, and my back has not felt so good because of it. So you can't sleep in these beds like you normally would if you're just one human. You got to pick a side. These beds are on the harder side, but I like a really firm bed, so I'm a fan of it. But if you want something a little bit more luxury, something much more cushy, these are not the beds for you, but I think you'd still find them fine. They're not too hard, but they are hard. And then of course, what I've already talked about plenty is the balcony. I just still can't believe that there is a balcony cabin on a cruise ship for as cheap as this. It shouldn't be allowed, but here we are. It's 2025. I thought cruise prices in 2025 would be so insane that people wouldn't be able to afford going on cruises anymore, but I feel like this is as cheap as it's ever been. So MSC, if there's one thing they're doing right, no, if there's 2 things they're doing right, the pizza and giving away balcony cabins for this cheap. This is an insane deal. Insane. Guys, that's it. I am done with MSC. It was a fun cruise, but I realized when I was on it, I just wanted to be back with Jaden. So I'm on Star of the Seas. The morning that I got off the MSC ship, I truly just went right across to the other side of the port and got on Star immediately. And we're here for a week, and we are filming just what life is like on a ship again for one crew member and one ex-crew member. We're in St. Thomas today, so we're gonna film some stuff, and that means another video is coming soon. Bye guys. Yeah, thanks for watching that MSC video. I'm gonna be on MSC again, I'm sure, in the future, but next time I'm not gonna do it by myself. I'm gonna do it with Jaden. So isn't that exciting?
Be way better.
Be way better, way better. All right, thanks guys. Bye.